Good morning. I'm Chloe Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Friday. Yay. Who forgot with us today? Anybody? Nobody? So I'm going to be doing channeling for the collective as usual, and I'm also going to be doing some mini reads as well, if anyone wants one, that is. So if you want a mini read and you're on live chat, then just check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat, and that tells you how to do it. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there, which is my preferred method. But if that's not working for you, you can use Super Chat or Super Sticker as well, if you like. I'm going to be doing unboxing today. I forgot on Wednesday when it was the 1st of December. Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Let's play with that today. Hi, Timothy. And what else? Interesting times on this island. The rain that we had on Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday, was devastating. The island's a mess. There's houses that are down. There's businesses. Well, there's a couple of places especially that are just wrecked. Now, I was joking about it saying violent rain on my phone, and it's because it was paired with such high winds that it's been so devastating. The ocean whipped up too, and with the water coming down, of course the roads always turn into rivers when it rains a lot here anyway, but the just sheer amount of water that came down, it took foundations away, unfortunately, and there's a lot of devastation here on the island right now. It's like we've gone from one disaster to another. It's like suddenly COVID's gone. Nobody's worried about that anymore, and there's a huge cleanup going on at the moment. It has stopped raining, but some places are really bad. And there's one bar that I go to at New Year's. I won't be going this New Year's. It's yeah, fallen down into the beach. The foundations have gone completely. There's a whole lot of houses near the temple that are now on an angle like this. It's pretty scary. But yeah, the cleanup process is going on now. Hello, Julie. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Beth. Hi, Maria. What have we got here? Someone's sent me a money request. No, Julie cancelled it already. Huh? What was that? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but we'll recover. You know, this has happened before. It happened when the first year that I got here as well, and we recovered from it. So, be okay. And be okay. It's such a shame for some of the business owners, you know, like one of them is my friend, and he's been off the island. The whole place has been shut down just as it was about to open back up again for Christmas and New Year. It's gone. Can't open back up for Christmas and New Year, so it's pretty devastating. For some people, my friend's pizza shop, it was waist deep in water in there. Got some of the CCTV footage. The owner of my friend's husband wading around in there, putting everything up high. Town. That's where it is. Excuse me. Oh, I haven't had any coffee yet. I'm about to now. Got sparkly lips. Now I've got a sparkly cup. Okay. Thanks, all of those requests are coming in. I'm going to pull some cards out for the collective first. Just a few. That's the one. Go town. Guess what I did yesterday? Go on, guess. Now I'll tell you. I did the usual. I went training, and then I had problems with my body from the strength training that I did the other day. So I definitely needed to go for a massage after it. So I did. And when I was in my massage, I thought, you know what? I really need to get my eyes tested. And I thought, I am not going to go home without getting that done. So what I did, straight after my massages, I went to the hospital first, get them to check my eyes, look inside them and all of that. Because I was worried that it might be connected with the high blood pressure and that I've actually done damage to my eyes. Anyway, I had a good look around in there and it's like, no signs of inflammation, no signs of any damage, They're all, you're all good, you just need glasses, girl. We didn't say that. And so then I went to our opticians, the glasses shop opticians, and she did the full testy thing, and I ordered some glasses. They're pretty cute too, with blue blocking lenses as well as whatever you call that thing when they turn into sunglasses when it's out in bright light. So that's exciting. They will arrive in a week because they need to be made on Koh Samui, 2 islands away. And she's also ordered me some contact lenses as well so that I can train in them. Yikes. Got a joyful day today, everybody, to dance with joy. I don't need to use glasses inside, though. When I'm working, it's only for long distance. It's only when I'm outside, so I can actually see people. Oh my God, it was so good when she put the goofy glasses on me, they do the testing with. She got me to walk around. She's like, look outside. And I'm like, I can see the ferry. I can see all the signs now. I can see everything. It was such a relief because I've not been able to see like that for, 6 months or something, maybe a little bit longer. Glasses for me. I'll put them on. I'll show you when they arrive. But I don't need to wear them in this situation because I can see everything here. It's only like if someone shows up at the pool that I'm struggling to see who it is. Then I'll have to put them on to be nosy. But she said that I could have had reading glasses too, but I don't really need them. Imagination. Oh, dancing with joy in our imaginations. Why is that? Because we're still waiting, probably. Dreamy, 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 dreamy. And so the very community-minded solid men of the island, of which one is very dear to me, are working very hard at the moment to sort the place out. Okay, let's do your mini reads. Julie, thank you for your donation. Your life needs guidance, your whole life, huh? Let's get my cards. Chicken's gone. She was at the back door before. Is she there? No. Oh, Joy? No, Julie. I'm reading Timothy's comment now. Julie, wow. New beginning and lovers. You have something coming your way if it hasn't come your way already. A new start. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Jamie. But you're going to have to wait for it. Oh my God, it's the story of everybody at the moment. Wait and intimacy, but it ain't happening yet. It's just like, isn't everyone going through this at the moment? You have to wait for the intimacy, but it's going to happen. It's not happening yet. You've got a weight on your hands. I don't know if you've met them yet. Have you met them yet? You're in a situation like me where you're just waiting. Can't be together yet. Maybe. But wow, how about that? It's a whole new beginning, and it all seems to be delayed at the moment. And let me talk about this because I've noticed it in private readings. I've noticed it with people's comments, is we all seem to be waiting at the moment. And it seems to be the divine masculine has to step up now. There's a bit of a task going on for the divine masculine, and that's what appears to be happening. That seems to be why the divine feminine is having to wait so much. They've got to do it themselves. We cannot step in. You remember how the guides are going, or maybe you don't, Julie, but the guides are going on and on and on about codependency in us, right? And then they were talking about, so that we don't step in and take over, so that we don't try and fix it for them. And then they were talking about twin flames. And they talked a lot in my readings about codependency. And I think it's because we needed to get that lesson before we meet them, so that we don't step in and do it for them, so that we don't step in and enable it and enable them and then mess it up as a result. So with that in mind, Julie, you've not met them yet, right? They're coming in. Your person's coming in. Now, this waiting game that you're playing, it might seem like nothing's happening in other things in your life as well that you're trying to manifest, because you're in the waiting game at the moment. And doesn't that suck? We're having to wait for them. But there's certain things that are going to be around this relationship. Maybe your abundance and things like that. You could be a bit stagnated at the moment because of all of it, because you're waiting for your divine masculine to step up. So these cards are telling me that yes, you are in a waiting game, but chill. Just chill out. It's okay. It'll be okay. So take the pressure off yourself. Yeah. Take the pressure off yourself. Beth, you got a question? Yes, higher self guidance for Beth. Higher self guidance for Beth. Thanks for your donations. Okay, refocus on I am love. I'm getting the I am loved thing here going on. You being loved. Sometimes we can focus too much on being more loving. What can we give more? How can we be more loving? But this is the opposite. This is how can I let more love in? How can I be more loved? How can I be more loved? And we have to do that for ourselves first. How can I love myself more? How can I go easier on myself? How can I give myself what it is that I really need? How can I kind of put myself first, put my feelings first instead of the chores first and things like that, you know? We do it for other people. We don't do it for ourselves. We're very loving to other people, you know, but not so much to ourselves. And so it's time to do that. Hey, Belinda. Thanks for your donation too, Belinda. Refocus on how you can let more love in, and you need to do it for yourself first. I was talking a bit about it in the energy update. I think it was today's or was it yesterday's, maybe both of them. In the abundance thing has come up in the last couple of days in the energy updates, and how we need to realize that we're more important than the chores, we're more important than money, we're more important than the bills. How we feel is way more important than that. We're much more precious than all of those inanimate things. And so we've got to stop tripping out about them. We've got to stop beating ourselves up about them, and we've got to stop worrying about these things, because that's punishment. That's self-punishment for some inanimate thing that isn't as important as we are. And in that space, when we do that, when we're loving ourselves properly like that, that's when we can get better ideas and get stuff moving again. So, be with nature, and what you resist persists. So it seems like you've been resisting it. You might have been focusing on the chores first in order to make yourself feel better or something like that. And it's the opposite way around. This is saying like you're resisting having a nice time out in nature, going for a walk, doing those nice things. You need to do that stuff. Love yourself practically like that. Penny, you've had to focus elsewhere, not on relationship. Yeah, the same too. And it's really hard to sometimes. It's really hard to. Oh my God, there was an incident yesterday. It wasn't good. I didn't like seeing him in that situation. His ex yelling at him. Well, at least she's doing it in public, so. But I felt really bad for him that he's going through this. Yeah. We must pupae in the cocoon. Yeah, and step up in our self-love, but it's also so that we don't mess things up as well. in the ways that we have messed things up in the past, especially around codependency. Belinda's like, oh God, bang went that light. I guess the water got in. No, I think it's just the light bulbs. They go spectacularly. When they go, these energy saving light bulbs. I think it was. Yes, the one over there went the other day. Similarly, not the other day, a couple of months ago. You love being out in nature. You're quarantining. Oh, that sucks. Yes, quarantining. Bad. You got a question, Belinda? So we're in the waiting game. Huh. I'm not going to pull a goddess love card out today. Don't want to. And so I'm not going to. You're taking over. Coming. The card said so. Let's do some unboxing of the Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's get a bit festive. I might order myself a Christmas tree. Yeah, I might do that this year. I never do that. I might do it this year. Why not? Let me show you. Oh, we're waiting for Belinda's question. Oh, you see, I can't put it on the floor because it's that crispy stuff and it's already... Hang on, I'm going to have to put it in the bin. Not in the bin, in the packet that I've got. There's too many creatures here to have a bin. When I open a packet of something and it's a decent receptacle for other stuff, I use it as that, and then every day, sometimes a couple of times a day, I put it out over there so the animals out there can have it instead of the animals in here. So here we got a new deck. Oh, the camera's a little bit low. Is it a little bit high now? No, it's okay. Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton. Let's open it and use it. Oh, it's a stiff box. Using my muscles for this. The Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot Deck Guidebook. I wonder what the book's like. Written by Minerva Siegel, illustrated by Abigail Logan. When my eldest son was a little baby, I was working. That's the Fool card. I started working when he was about 6 months old in a corporate job, and he was a terrible childminder at the time when I first started, but then I found a really good one, and I already knew her, and she's just like me now. She's probably about my age now, but she had a young daughter, and she just used to play with him and have fun. We used to arrive there after work, and she would just be playing, and they'd be having a great time. She was great fun, and her daughter was called Abigail, and the first sentence that my eldest son said to me when he was a baby was on the way home from hers. He was in the back of the car, and he was explaining to me that he'd been in Abigail's room, and he used to call her Abagoo. Abagoo. It was just, such a tiny, tiny baby. He could hardly say anything, but he's like, it was the first time he actually said something, and I understood what he was trying to say. What type of animals? Well, there's geckos. Well, there's a cat right now being attracted in. There's geckos. The tacos don't come in this place. They're massive geckos. Hey, chicken cats. Ants of all varieties. Scorpions can. There's those little things that are like scorpions as well. What else do we get in here? A lot of spiders. But it's the ants. It's the ants more than anything. There's little ants and then there's big ants too. See if I find any. Yeah, there's one over there on the floor. And mosquitoes. If you squish a mosquito and you leave it on the floor, the ants come and take it away. Yeah. This is the deck. Let's play with it. The V of needles. Oh, there's needles. I guess they're swords. Presents, they will be pentacles, right? Candles will be wands. And what's the other one? Potions. Oh, maybe potions. Wait. No, candles must be love. Must be cups. Potions, wands. Hi, Arabella. Hi, Jessica. So let's shuffle these up. Oh, they're nice shufflers. Nice on the back too. Purple. A lot of purple decks now. People are making a lot of purple decks. Oh, we got one. It's full. It's because it's the top card. We will take it though. I was told to take it. Christmassy cards. Hey, Joanne. If anyone wants to join our Facebook page? No, group, you're very welcome to do that. Let me just get a link for it. Make it easy on you all. It's called Psychic Cafe Club. Come and join in. Stay in touch. Here's a link to it. Right there. It's a closed group as well, so you can post privately in there, you know, if you want to share things. The High Priestess. They're coming out in order. And then the Empress. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, no, I was just told to take that. Okay. It's your favourite movie. I don't know whether I've actually watched it. I think I've tried to watch it and fallen asleep, maybe. Julia sent a money request. Wrong way round. New decks take a fair bit of shuffling. And I can't do that thing. And I don't want to do that anyway because it wrecks the cards. Yeah, I don't think I've watched the movie. What's your favourite Christmas movies? I do like Christmas movies. Tim Burton. Strength. Strength has come out next. I've got to be strong. Well, apparently it's the best time of year to buy glasses. Pretty lucky, huh? They have big sales in Thailand this time of year on glasses. So, do they have that in other countries too? I don't know. I've never paid any attention to opticians or glasses. I've never needed them. But yeah, I was told. Well, she gave me an amazing deal because the frames themselves, the price tag on them was 9,000 baht, which is about $500. I wasn't looking at the price tags. I was just one of the ones that I wanted, but there was a sale on. She said she could give me 70% off, and then the lenses. She gave me 50% off the different things that she added onto the lenses. And it all came to 7,470, 747, my number. So less than even the frames themselves. Go on then and don't come back in if you don't want to be in. Crazy cat. She was doing this game the other day, coming in the back door and then out the front door. Love Actually. You like that? I don't like that film. I don't like it. Gives me the creeps. It's that actor. I don't like him. that one. I don't like either of them much either. The guy's in there, but it's the older one. I really don't like him. For some reason, I don't like him. I don't know. Something about that movie, I don't like it. There's a lot about that movie I don't like. I don't get how people like that movie. I have seen it a couple of times, though. I've given it a chance. To me, it's not romantic, that movie. The Knight of Needles. Look at him. Ah, I love it. What next? I'm going to take the top one that came out there. Judgment. Ah, I see what it's saying here. I'm just going to fill this top row up, so 2 more cards. You like it too, Jessica. It's a Wonderful Life. Elf and Home Alone. I've not seen Elf. I don't have a cinema here. So if it's not on YouTube, I don't see it because I hardly ever watch anything. So there's no point in me getting Netflix or anything like that. So a few times that I do feel like watching something, I just watch something on YouTube. The Empress, look at this one. Whoa, what an Empress. Oh, I better check out Owl. One more. Who have we got next? We've got the Fool of Strength, we've got the Knight of Needles, Judgment, and the Empress. All major arcana apart from the Knight of Needles there. Ten Things I Hate About You. I'm not sure whether I've watched that. You have to buy your glasses too. I'm actually looking forward to getting them. They're really cute. They are like a sandy gold colour, kind of matches my hair, and kind of fine down the side, and then like red flowery. But they're really cute. They're like I don't know how to describe them. You'll see them anyway. I'll show you. Too many. One more, please, guys. What else do you want to tell us? What's coming after the Empress? The King of Presents. King of Pentacles. Awesome. Okay. Let's read the book. See what we can get from this story. It's a nice box. It's got like a little ribbon in it and an inner thing. Okay, let's do your mini reads first. Belinda, general read. You'd like to have a love life again. It would be nice, wouldn't it? It's interesting. I got some music, iTunes. I get it from iTunes still, but because when I was out on Saturday night, in a bar that I was in, came on a song and I Shazammed it, And instead of just buying that song, I find like a an album, you know, like lots of different tracks that I might like. I try and find one somewhere where it's the song is where there's other songs as well. And I found one, and it's great. And I've been playing it at training, and it's really good. And one of the songs on it, it says the lyrics are something like about we all know those girls who are longing for touch and they need to be touched and they can't be by themselves and now she's by herself and she's happy and you know it's a really empowering song and I really like the lyrics of it. I can't remember what it is. So yeah, it's this patience thing and this lack of love life thing can be, I think it's needed. I think it's needed at the moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, yes. Belinda, you're heard. Make love. Yeah, you are being heard. Like the universe knows what it is that you want. Your higher self knows what it is that you want. It is heard. It's not that it's ignoring you. You know, I think there's been so much kind of damage done by the law of attraction stuff, pretty much saying you can have it right now. You can have anything that you want right now. And if you're not manifesting it, you're doing something wrong. There's something wrong with you. There's a block to it. You're not doing something. You're not focused right, or you're holding on, and you know, and that is mean. It's mean. Like we can't. You have been heard, and it is coming. And yeah, make love card is about keep on doing what you love, keep on staying in your own lane, keep on doing nice things for yourself, and all of that, doing the self love thing. But you have been heard. You're not being ignored. So, Moonstruck, the Notebook. Linda. Oh, wow. Yeah, being grateful for who you are and what you've got already. It sucks when we get this love what is kind of message. You haven't got that card, but that's what your higher self is saying. Um, be happy where you are right now with what you've got because it is coming. You have been heard. Your higher self is bringing you what it is that you want in your love life. Sometimes there's just things to do first. Sometimes there's just like a certain kind of stability in ourselves to get first before we can have it. And that can be so subtle that it's nothing, you know, it's not like you need to advance in your career. It can be something just as simple as you feeling more settled. And I think that's what it's saying here is like be happy. When you're happy with yourself of where you are now and you're doing what it is that you love and you're just happy in that, it's like, well, I would like a love life, but I'm happy right now. Then it'll come. But not in a law of attraction way, not in a you're doing it wrong and so all you need to do is get yourself to that point. Start loving your life. You know, this isn't your higher self saying you're not doing that, so you're doing it wrong, so you can't have a love life. There's divine timing. You know, there's a mixture of fate and divine timing and us getting ready for it as well. But there's also this about the divine masculine as well, which is very important at the moment. Julie. Oh no, that's a money request. Jessica, I've got one from you. And Maria, I got one from you. You popped to the toilet. No, I didn't miss you. You're in waiting. Oh, there's a lot of scrolling to get to yours. This is sticky. High self-guidance for you, Maria. Blame and warmth. Oh, I had a flashback then. You know when Well, I'll tell you what the flashback was. Um, Years ago, my mum, after my parents broke up, which they did 6 months after I broke up with my husband, because they thought, oh, this is a good idea. That's a good idea. Why don't we do it too? Should have done it years ago. And after that, she had a boyfriend. He was really nice. She didn't call him his real name because she didn't like his real name, so she'd made up a name for him and called him something different. Can't remember what it was now. But yeah, he was really nice. But she would always say to me how messed up he was because of his ex-wife. Like she ruined him. She'd say things like that. She ruined him. She, you know, and we all know that's not true, right? Yeah, we can be in bad relationships, but it's all on him, how he took it and how he recovered. I'm not saying it's easy to heal from these things, but people don't ruin us. People put us through a hard time, yeah, but it's up to us to heal from it and open our hearts back up. And that's what this is about. Blame and warmth. This is either you believing that someone's ruined you, closed your heart down, or believing that that's even possible. Maybe in other people. It's probably you though. It's probably you in something like a past relationship you felt ruined you. Blaming someone for closing down your heart. Yes, we can go through like crappy relationships which close our heart down at the time, but that doesn't need to persist, right? We don't need to stay in that place. So that's something to release. And you'll gain your strength from that. Releasing that will initiate, well, you stand in your power. It's like when we tell us stories like that we're a victim to something, that someone else did something to us that's perpetuating now. People do stuff to us, yeah, but it's an in the moment thing. If we hold on to that for longer, then we're doing it to ourselves. Does that make sense? So I'm not saying that people don't ever do anything to us. Of course they do. We're victims to things. Stuff happens to us and it's horrible. But if we don't let it go and heal it, then that's on us. If we still hold on to it, we can't. It's like blaming your parents for the rest of your life or for this, the state that you're in now. Sure, they had an effect, and a huge effect. Parents have a huge effect on us, but when we take our power back, when we our strength and our courage and our power back, when we realize that it's on us now. It's up to us now to heal from it. So there's something about that. Relationships, blaming someone else for closing you down, yeah, that needs to be released. And that's how you'll get your power back. It's a good one. Snap out of it. What's that? I was in The Notebook for ages. I need to watch that. And Pride and Prejudice, yeah. And Mum asked, do you love him? And she says, I love him something awful. Yeah. Yay, Belinda, congratulations. Wow. Very cool. Who else have we got? We've got Jessica. Jessica, let's see if I can find a question. You need to put cues in it, everybody, because this is hard. Jessica. Jessica. There you go, Q. Thanks. Am I being led back into politics? Are you? And then am I supposed to be looking for another full-time job? Or is the part-time one I just picked up good enough? Are you being led back into politics? Yes, you are. Give us something on that. How interesting. Okay, so you obviously say back into politics because you've been into it before. And then you stepped away from it. And why did you step away from it? Well, there was a pain point in there, a pain point in there, a point to prove that's why you were doing it, and it became more painful for you. So it's like when we've got a cross to bear kind of thing, chip on our shoulder, um, we're not very, what's the word there? We're not very useful. We're not very healthy in that situation. We don't really help. But now you've healed that thing. Now you're not going to go in with a chip on your shoulder. Then so much better. This is one of the reasons that we need to clean up our energy first. You know, sometimes it's good to have some fight in us about something to fuel us to make change or to fuel us to do something. But sometimes that fight works against us, and we need to heal that first so that we can actually be productive. So yes, this is why. It's because you've healed yourself enough that you're actually going to be productive in that now. Trust him. No. Then, am I supposed to be looking for another full-time job? Are you supposed to be looking for another full-time job? Yes. No, just fell out then. Hang on. I'm going to ask the other question. Is the part-time one good enough? Yes. Okay. So both. I was feeling that. I was feeling that it's like, well, you can do what you like, really. Like, the universe isn't going to be like, you need to get a full-time job kind of thing. It's not going to do that. It doesn't really care. It doesn't really care whether we work full-time or not. It doesn't care about the details like that. It's rather, it rathers that we were, doing what we love rather than the details, the little details. But give us something on that. Oh, interesting. So your abundance is shifting here. So the way that money is going to come in is shifting. Now, you might have had a wish for more freedom financially or something like that. I feel like you're on a different track now. You're on a different path now. That's the up until now card with abundance. So it's changing. It changed for me in a similar way it changed a bit for me when I decided to start my own business, but I still was very much in the mindset. It was like a job to me. Now my mindset is very different because it shifted when I wanted to have more freedom and I wanted to be able to work in the way that I wanted to, instead of me having a business so that I could work 9 to 5 like I had been doing for someone else. It's just a shift in mindset. And so you've got that kind of thing going on. And what happened for me then is like, no, I want, things like my deeper dives, I make the videos. People buy the deeper dives. You get ideas like that when things start shifting, and that brings me income in afterwards, recurring income kind of thing from those videos. So it's yes and yes. I think it's shifting. So I don't know. It doesn't surprise me that the no crystal fell out for the question that said, the question about should you be looking for a full-time job, because yes fell out. No, yes came out, but then no fell out. So it's kind of up to you. But the way that you're going to get abundance in is changing, and I feel it's because you've asked for it to change. That makes sense. What is the Portuguese version of grandma? I think, hang on, let's ask that then. Just got to sort my mail out. Where is it? do I always lose that? I never lose things apart from this thing. It's the only thing that I lose. Okay. You have a full time. I thought it was the other way around. You have a full time currently. Are you to move away from it? I think you will be moving away from it, but I don't think it's a decision that you need to make. I think you've already made the decision, Jessica. I think you already asked for it. Not to move away from it at the moment. It'll come to you when it's time to, because you'll have an idea too. But yeah, you are moving into a more freedom with your income for sure. You're on a new track there. That's good. Thanks, Arabella. Question, Arabella? Yes. Will I sell my house or keep it to rent? Will I start my own business or keep the part-time job now? Sell your house. By the way, usually when people do multiple questions like that, they've done a bigger donation. Just, because it comes through in PayPal, so you don't get to see how much people are donating. Just thought I'd let you know that. Will you sell your house? No, keep it to rent. Yeah, good move. Get some income off it. Anything she needs to know about that? Keeping it to rent. But that can be bad too. I mean, there's good and bad in everything. When I bought a house when I was married, because he had a house, but it wasn't wise to sell it because he bought it from his sister for more than it was actually worth. Because he didn't get a proper valuation done on it. Idiot. And so we kept it and rented it out, but oh God, it was bad. You have to be really careful with the people you get, right? So, but for you, I'm limitless and brilliant. So it's a good idea. Yeah, a good idea to rent that out. Bring in income in for you. Start your own business. You start your own business. Yes. Tell us about business. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to flow in. It's going to flow in. Go within and graze. So you've got to tap into being in the flow first. So don't make any moves right now. Yeah, you are on the path to that though, to starting your own business. Just flow with it. Flow with it. I understand when we're talking about things like this, which are like material world stuff, like houses and jobs and stuff like that. It can make us think that we are more in control of it. Like we've got to be the ones taking the action because it's like physical stuff. And it's kind of true in a way. But then you've got to know that there is a bigger plan for us. Like the universe doesn't really care about what job we're in and things like that. It cares about us and our progression and our growth and what's good for us. So it's more bothered about like how we're going to develop ourselves in a particular job, or what the income from a house being rented out will give us the freedom to do. It's more, that that's what I was saying before, that sometimes the relationship stuff, sometimes it's on hold because there's other things to develop first. And sometimes your money can be held back because a relationship is coming in too. It's weird. But I've noticed it happening. It's another way of putting it is the money comes in well for when you need it, because it's not about the money itself. You weren't manifesting the money. The money comes in when the universe knows you need it because you need to do that thing. And yeah, and it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks like that. But go with the flow of it all. Yeah, definitely. Go with that flow then. Okay, let's get back to the tarot. I'll read this story out. The Fool. I'm going to read this book until I get because it might just be basic. I don't know whether it is, but it might be fun too. The Fool represents someone who's starting an exciting adventure. Jack Skellington, like the Fool, is enthusiastic and determined as he sets out on his ill-advised journey to take over Christmas. Channel Jack Skellington's childlike enthusiasm as you take your first brave steps towards something new. With limitless potential, there's no telling how far you'll go. Now, yeah, I thought it might be like that, this book, so it's cool. I am going to keep on reading them. Be enthusiastic because there's a new journey, and let's not forget what's going on in the stars at the moment. There is the start right now of something that's going to last 30, 35 years, is what I keep on being told. 30, 35 years, so the Fool. We need to be eager, and that doesn't mean to take control and push things, but it's just to be eager and work with the universe on it. Strength, but we're going to need to be strong. It's so strong, he's got an axe in his head and he's alright. Strength. This is a cool deck, I like it. Where is strength? Strength. The strength card represents bravery, courage, compassion, and gentle, nurturing leadership. Ooh, leadership. Gentle, nurturing leadership. Yeah, the politics thing, because it was making me think of my man. He's into politics, but that is such a community-minded person. I knew that of him already. I've seen him doing his incredible feats of community-minded stuff. He's such a good man. Oh my God, he's the best. And he's into politics too, and isn't that the best when someone's like community-minded like that? I love it. Local island politics interest me more than politics on the world stage. Because especially in a small island like this where community matters, it really does. We're isolated from everywhere else, and it really matters here. It's a really nice thing. Anyway, gentle, nurturing leadership. Our incarnation of this card is I never know how to say this, behemoth. How do you say that word? Behemoth. Though the behemoth, who is often seen using his great strength to help out around Halloween Town. Though the behemoth is large and imposing, he has a soft side that celebrates creatures big and small. Funny. Strength isn't just about brute force, it's about having the self-control and sense to know when to be firm and when to lead with compassion. Don't try to use force to get your way. You'll be more successful if you lead by example and stay kind. Yeah, like I was getting with the Fool, be eager and enthusiastic, but don't try and take over. Yeah, we need to be strong but compassionate. So again, it's that, yeah, the same kind of message. And then the Knight of Needles. Knight of Needles. Where are you, Knight of Needles? Ah, they've got these at the front. The Knight of Needles has a smooth, devil-may-care cavalier attitude. He's clever and quick-witted and has the maturity to focus and focus to back up his brilliant ideas with decisive action. Put your energy into maintaining the pace of your forward momentum and stop at nothing to see things through. Wow. So don't stop. Don't give up. Sure, things might be taking a long time at the moment, but don't give up. Still be eager about the journey. And then we've got Judgment. Yes. Now, this is the energy update today. Someone has an important decision to make. We all have pivotal decisions to make in our lives. Will yours land you on the naughty list or the nice list? Upright. Now isn't the time to be hasty and impulsive. Yeah. And that message has been coming out over and over again. Hasty and impulsivity. You could really mess things up. Things are kind of teetering on the edge at the moment. And there's a warning in this. You could actually mess things up. So we don't want to do that. We do need to be patient right now. Now is not the time to be hasty and impulsive. Consider your actions and choices carefully and take time to think things through. Too many things there. Remember that all actions have reactions. Be sensible and stay true to your conscience. Ooh. Don't get down on yourself. We all make mistakes. Pick yourself up and carry on. So don't beat yourself up if you do kind of fall over. Trip up. Judgment. Of course, judgment can also be about court rulings and things like that. Divorce and stuff. The Empress. She looks a bit raggedy. I had a dream that I had a baby last night. Oh my God. The Empress is a maternal, nurturing figure who enjoys self-indulgence and life's creature comforts. Our Empress is the corpse mum, who is often seen leading her child on a leash. This is a call for compassion. Be patient and kind with yourself and others. Will get you further than any other approach. Well, an Empress that's telling us to be patient, huh? Now's a great time to nurture and indulge your creative impulses. Staying grateful will help you keep a positive, healthy outlook. How interesting. Different kind of a message with this one, with the Empress. Don't be too hard on yourself as well. This is a tricky path. Don't beat yourself up about it, because that won't help. Be patient and give yourself room to make mistakes too. Have to be perfect in this. Just keep on making good decisions, says Judgment card. And the King of Presents. Then we've got the masculine here. King of Presents. He's got to get his presents together for Christmas. Where are the presents? Page 9. Oh, they're going backwards. Starts with the king and then goes to the queen, then to the knight, then to the page, and then to the ace. King of Presents. The King of Presents is the ultimate provider. I know he wants to be that. Okay. Yes. Through hard work and smart delegation, he meets his goals, and he loves sharing the wealth with others. This card is a call to spread cheer. Yes. So some need to get the money together. Some are going through a divorce, and they need to go through that so that they've got the money because they are the provider. They want to be that. They like doing that. They need to have their financial stability because they want to be that. So the masculine is getting this stuff together, getting the shit together right now. Yeah. Stability, the stable one. Local's where you can truly make a change, and a big change too, right? A big change, yeah. I like the Christmas deck. Do you all like the Christmas deck? Nightmare Before Christmas. Got to keep this out now. Yes, I'll keep it out. I'll start using it. That's kind of Christmassy too. Maybe I should switch these out for December. I'll switch these decks out for December. And I'll start using them for the readings. Because this is my kind of Christmassy deck as well. I'm not going to do the Book of Shadows today. Or should we? Should I do Light Seers? And no, I use those every day, and I'll do the Book of Shadows. Change my mind. And locals where we can truly make a change, yes. And it's powerful that way, isn't it? And there's something just so utopian about this island. Not that it's perfect or anything, but I've noticed it on living on islands, is that there's a certain kind of person that's drawn to this kind of a place. And, well, it's my idea of perfection here. I love it. It's better than anywhere else that I've been. And I'm not saying it's perfect, but we can make it even better too. For sure. For sure. I like the way that we've been handling the COVID thing here. Kind of following the rules, but you know, being sensible about it based on what's actually happening on this island, which is very different than the mainland, you know, because we are isolated. So why follow rules for the mainland that's having an outbreak when we're not here? It doesn't make any sense, right? Well, in a way it does. And get more careful, but there comes a point where it's like, okay, we're all right now. We need to be seen to be following the rules, but we don't really need to because it's not here. That kind of thing. And because we are isolated in a way where we can do that, you know, the police can be a little bit selective with what they look at. Let's put it that way. And they are, and they're good. And it's good that way. The other good thing about being on an island with the policing of it as well is that we're on an island. And so you do something wrong here, you ain't getting off this island without facing it. And I noticed that when I was living on Magnetic Island, the police are often at the pier because you ain't getting on a ferry, you know? You're just not. Someone steals something, watch the CCTV, go and wait at the pier for them to try and get away. It's kind of perfect like that. Sometimes it blows my mind what people do here, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Especially to Thailand, you don't want to get locked up here. You don't want to get caught and locked up in Thailand. Things that people do. Fine. Yeah, simple life on an island. It's so good. It's so good. It's just perfect for me. I love it. Really. And I haven't been off for what? Well, it's going to be like 2 years soon. I haven't even been stepped foot off the island for 2 years. It's crazy. Ooh, the path. Looks like the path through the darkness, doesn't it? There's a way through. The path. Alright, I've got to look at the picture. I haven't seen this card before. Here it is. It's the Hermit. Every witch, every pagan, every person for that matter, lives their own life and walks their own path, yes, with their own wisdom. Remember that guidance that we've had? While there are moments and beliefs that we can share, times when we can help and support each other, when it comes right down to it, our journey is our own. We decide what to do, what to think, what to feel, and what to believe. We determine our values and set our priorities. No matter how entwined our lives are with others, at the end of the day, alone in the woods, we take our own journey. We walk our own path. Fortunately, when we're alone, focused on our own heart and our own connection with the divine, that is when we can best hear the divine's voice and see its guidance. Our path becomes visible and wisdom becomes our companion. Making our own decisions, seeking guidance from the divine away from the influence of others, trusting your inner self. Yes, keep on believing your guidance, especially your emotional guidance system as well. Trust that above anything else. Like we've had that message before, right? Is, of course, trust yourself over any reading that you get. If something feels bad to you, then it's bad for you, you know. You've got to trust that over anything. Don't let a reading ever override that. I'm a bit hungry. I had to eat in the middle of the night because I couldn't get back to sleep. Sometimes if I can't get back to sleep, all I need to do is eat a meal, which is cereal. And then I go back to sleep. So I didn't have breakfast because I had it at 2 o'clock in the morning. My legs still hurt. The Mother of Earth, here she is again. With that don't mess with me face. The Queen of Pentacles. Mother of Earth. Can't remember what she said last time. Where are they? The suit of air. The suit of earth. Where's the suit of earth? Here. It hasn't got the... Nope. Where is the earth? Here. The Mother of Earth takes a place as Mother Nature, providing a rich harvest. She nourishes our body and our souls with the best of her creation. It's the tangible world. This is saying our tangibles, focused on our tangibles. Like this one is, the King of Presence here. This is his divine counterpart, these two. These two go together. What a couple. In their own stability. This is saying you've got to focus on your own stability here. As they're getting their shit together, let's get our shit together too. I keep on, like, the energy updates have been about abundance lately, and so definitely focusing on our money at the moment is a good thing. That stability there. And I know personally for myself, I'm being told to do that. Although I did spend a lot of money yesterday because of getting glasses. That is important. I am saving right now. I am. The solid, the practical. Let's be practical about things. Never been with someone that wants to provide before. I've never been with someone that is an equal in that way. I was still thinking of it in the way, like, I want to build a house, me getting the money together to buy some land and build a house. Even though I know that I wanted to do it with a partner, I was still assuming that I'm the one that's providing for all of it, because that's the only experience I've ever had in my life in a relationship. And this is the first time it's like, oh, someone else that can do that too. Can do it together instead of me having to carry all the weight. Which is good. So let's get on with our harvest. Security, boundaries, sensuality, growth, abundance, pleasure. Our stability, our grounding. It provides us strength. It does, doesn't it? Especially the abundance thing. We've got to get that in order, because when you do, then you've got those solid foundations, then you can do bigger things in the world. You can't do big things in the world if your finances aren't sorted out, because as much as you try and ignore it, you're always in that fight or flight. It's not really fight or flight, it's the survival mode. Always in survival mode, which sucks. Yeah. That's why it provides us strength and gives us somewhere to release unneeded or inappropriate energy. we squander so much energy. We can't be that like properly creative in our lives when we're just focused on abundance all the time, on money all the time. It sucks. So let's get our finances sorted out here. Here's P-Look in his car, otherwise known as the Fruit Fairy. Still got bananas and papaya in my fridge that is giving me rotting in the fridge. Can't eat that much fruit. Oh, yesterday my friend cooked for us all lunch, but I was, after my massage, instead of going home, I was meant to go along and have it with them, but instead of after my massage going home, in which case I would have got the message from her and I would have gone and had lunch with them, I went to the hospital and did the eye thing, so I only got home just before training. But it was still there, the pot of food was still there, so I had it right after training. I had a little bit of it, and they were all watching me eat it because it was very spicy, but I like spicy. I mean, I don't choose to eat the super, super spicy stuff every meal. I couldn't. My guts wouldn't be able to take it. But yeah, occasionally, yum. It was yummy. With bamboo. What was it, the inside of a banana tree? I don't know. They both taste very similar. The soft bamboo and the insides of a banana tree plant. It's not really a tree, it's a plant. It tastes similar. It's nice. Elemental of water. The elemental of water. Getting some different cards out today, you noticed? We kept on getting those, what was it, Saturn and Jupiter and all of those guys, Uranus and Neptune. The gods have been playing a big part in this. And now we're getting different cards out. Where the hell is this? The elemental of water. Water, water, water. The suit of water. It's not the ace of water. Okay, let's find water. Here we go. Element. The element of water, this one, lets you know that there are plenty of emotions involved in the situation. Anything could happen, and any one of them can turn from positive to negative at a moment's notice. Watch out. Our paths aren't set in stone at the moment and we can mess it up. And that's scary. We don't want to do that. We don't want to mess it up. Both the divine masculine and the divine feminine can mess this up. We've got to be patient at the moment. And there's a lot of emotions involved, and so watch out. Don't be pushy. Remember, and see this through. You'll have to manage things carefully. But if you'll generate a lot of useful energy. Especially around emotions, that this is, don't try and rush people or push people. Don't, just be aware and present with your emotions too. And so trying not to react to your emotions and, act out on those things. The element of water is considered passive. Water isn't passive. I'll take some photos and share them in the Facebook group of the devastation here. It's not passive. Holy crap. We're going to have to knock those houses down over there. They're built right on the creek though, right on the side of the creek. And so the water is still flowing over the main road. I had to ride through it twice yesterday. It's very sandy underneath. Got the truck out, the big, JCB truck comes out after the rains to scoop all of the sand off the road, but there's still a lot of sand. I need some more water today, and I'm not sure I can even get it back here because I get two carry containers and put it on my handlebars either side. And it's bad enough when there's nothing on the road, but there's a lot of water and a lot of sand between me and the shops right now, and the back road is terrible. I have to push it. I can't ride down that at all. I wouldn't be able to push it with two heavy things on it. So right now I can't get water. I've got water for today. I'll need it for tomorrow. But water is devastating. It often feels very powerful, represented by undines. These are undines, also known as water spirits. The element of water is associated with emotions, feelings, and relationships. Like air, water is by turns gentle and powerful. As a spring shower, it cleanses and brings forth new life. As a downpour, it brings floods, mudslides, and destruction. The physical presence of water in our lives can change how we feel. After a hard day, a cool shower can renew us. Steady, monotonous rain falling from the grey sky can lower our mood and encourage introspection or melancholy. Invoke the element of water when you want to feel or express love, joy, happiness, sadness, or mourning. Water enhances artistic expression, healing, and connection with others. Without water, life is flat and bland. This element helps us flow through life deftly and effortlessly, finding its way through and around anything in its way. Flowing with it. We've got to go with the flow right now and be very careful of emotional reactions, and just know that there's a lot of emotions involved with other people as well. Let's not mess this up. And the Eight of Earth. It's going to pay off. Our hard work is going to pay off. Again, this is like the Harvest card to me. Where's Earth here? Eight of Earth, air creatures. Like trees, we imbue creatures of the air with so many symbolic meanings, both specifically and generally. As a group, they're associated with the element of air, of course, and therefore with thoughts and communications. Particularly, we think of them as messengers from the god and goddess. With their ability to fly, we cannot help but think of freedom. Specifically, crows and ravens are associated with the goddess. Butterflies bring them to mind transformation. Bees represent love, productivity, and the possibility of the impossible. With our sea creature brethren, we tend to think that of where we came from. The creatures fleeing through the air make our souls and minds sing with ideas of what we might become. The Eight of Earth asks you to reach higher, stretch further, and dream bigger. Whatever it is that you're attempting, it's not even close to what's potentially possible. Slough off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. Make yourself as light as possible by letting go of doubts and focusing on what you know is possible. Reach high. Your hard work will pay off. Your hard work is paying off. You've done a lot of inner work. It's time to reach high now. You know, we've lived through a lot of time where those that are doing the inner work, it's not paid off in the material world. It's not paid off at all. We're shifting into a time now where it is paying off. That shift is happening. Those that have done the inner work will be stepping into power. That shift is happening right now. I've had enough of those cards. And the other deck's calling to me. You know, I've never had that message before that we can mess things up. And it's coming out over and over again now that we can mess things up. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knave of Pentacles. Knight of Wands came out first. The Knight of Wands in the So Below deck. She focuses her will and gathers her power. Reverse, she's obsessive. So she's getting very deliberate about things. She's using her focus and her will, gathering her power ready. So not only are we to be sorting out our money and our stability, we've got to be getting our power on too. See how she's put the cup aside there? She's put the cup aside for now, and she's focused on these candles and what's on the table. She's focused on what's in front of her. Put the cup of love aside at the moment. She's not obsessing on that. Good for her. That's why I couldn't get back to sleep last night. I was obsessing about it. Knave of Pentacles. Knave is the page. The Page of Pentacles studies the rhythms of nature and learns the secrets of the physical realm. It's like he's studying, going with the flow. He's watching them. He's watching them harvest things. This is about you gathering your wisdom. It's about the path that you have lived, the life that you've lived, the wisdom that you've gained from that. It's noticing. It's kind of looking back and noticing when you've had the harvest and when you haven't had the harvest. It's like we've got to use all the wisdom that we're gaining in our lives at the moment. It's a very important time at the moment. Very important choices going on in our lives right now. Like I said, choices that are going to impact our lives for 30, 35 years. So we've got to be careful about this. So we're looking back in our lives and noticing what's given us gains and what's given us losses. And then in a mature way, using that wisdom and not doing those things that we've done before. Now is not a time to slip back into old habits. It's not. It's not. It's not. Do I have an angel deck? Not really. I don't think I do. Angel guidance. I don't think I do. I don't think any parcels are going to arrive. Because when I went for my massage, it's next to one of the parcel delivery places. And they were squeegeeing out the floor because it obviously got flooded in there. There were no parcels in there. So, I don't know. Whether they're all in the vans and whether they're starting work again or whatever, everything has arrived on the island because the ocean's been terrible. I am waiting on a deck coming through. It's not an angel deck. It's not. Okay, well that's the tarot. If anyone else wants a mini read, get onto it now because I'm not going to be around for much longer. I'm not dying or anything. I'm going to go record videos. I think I've done pretty well not to need glasses until the age of 50 because my children wear glasses and my parents, I think they were probably in their late 30s when they got glasses, both of them. Doing pretty good. My eyes have done pretty good. I'm obviously getting old though. Let's get a little bit of love out. This is my favourite card of this deck. I love it. And that's not true. They're not the cards. Hello, Mimi, by the way. Everyone's quiet. Why are you all quiet? Timothy's got a good reason to be quiet. He's sick. Sick with the COVID. There's something going around here. It's not COVID. There's a cough. People are sneezing. It's just a cold. It happens when it rains. I haven't got it. These two. I might have it soon now because my massage lady was coughing yesterday. She was on the phone a lot as well because someone was trying to get here. Ferries are messed up because of the winds. Not windy right now, though. And it's not rained for a while. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. It's getting hot. Wow, the water's gone down so much. It's just a little trickle now. See all the rocks? And forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So think of the future. I dream I had a baby. I had a dream I had a baby. A newborn baby. Last night. It wasn't very eventful. I mean, it was just, normal baby stuff. Normal baby stuff. Not, just like feeding the baby and doing things with the baby. That's all it was. Just listening and enjoying, Penny. Find a balance. Find a balance. Full moon in Libra. We've got a new moon tomorrow. I forgot to call it a new moon in the energy update when I made it. I forgot that it was the new moon. Didn't talk about it at all. But what's it about? The new moon? I don't know. Hang on in there for the passion. Oh, how interesting. Hang on in there. It's about waiting. Just for a change. God. Anyway, find a balance while we're waiting. Find a balance in our life. Very earthy tones from this as well. Let's get more love out. More loving. The love story cards. So again, guidance for the white, but this is more stern, saying like we might mess it up. Regret, yeah. Be careful. Be careful, we might mess it up. You don't want to do something at the moment that you will regret. You don't want to set yourself back. You definitely want to pay attention to all the wisdom that you've gained in your life. It's so important to use it right now. It's so important to do the right thing right now. It's super, super important not to cave into the numbing out as well, so that you don't follow that, So super, super important not to cave into the addictions at the moment and all of that, because that numbs us out and it stops us from getting our guidance. It allows us to ignore our emotional guidance, which is why we do it in the first place. And we don't want to be doing that at the moment. There's so much that we could do at the moment to mess things up, and we'd really regret it. So we've got to support ourselves through this. Anything that supports ourselves through this, whether you meditation or prayer, yes. I know that something's really important to me when I start praying about it, because that rarely happens. It's happening lately. Be a support. Yeah, keep the teapot full. Be a support to others as well, because there's a lot of emotions going on at the moment, so the elemental of water. But more so than anything, I'm getting we need to support ourselves at the moment through this, so that we don't do something that we regret. I need to read the regret card, it said. So there's something I'm not getting, that I'm not touching on. That is important. I got this result to myself now, by the way. My neighbours have moved out and it's all mine, all mine. And the family that just live around the corner there. It's mine again. I was used to be by here by myself the majority of the time. Regret, 20. 20 regrets. We all... chicken's at the back door again. Which is a pain. I'll let her in. She'll go to that door and want to come out. Go out. Come in then. Regret. We all make mistakes. Regret can prevent us from moving forward and taking chances at love. It's time to look forward and move on. No point in regretting the past. It's time to forgive yourself. You made the best decision you could at the time. Yeah, and we always do, right? Consider that lesson learned. The person in question may have regrets, whether it's something they did wrong or a missed opportunity, the regret of not pursuing. Whatever they did, they may feel shame and regret if they could. I hate seeing shame on somebody's face. I saw it yesterday. It was horrible. I felt so bad for him. Whatever they did, they may feel shame and regret, and if they could, they wish they could go back in time and do things differently. Right? What is preventing you from moving forward? How can you find peace and acceptance? Is there something you wish you had done differently? So we need to both accept what we've done and move forward from that, gaining the wisdom from it, knowing that we've learned from it, never doing it again. And we need to realize that other people are going through that at the moment as well. And we all make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. But there comes a point where we've got to stop making those mistakes, you know? You all have to do it a few times. And then you're meant to get the lesson and not do it again. I'm going to get 2 more of these cards out, and then I'm done. Romance. Candles and flowers. Nice. Let's read romance out. Because all of this trepidation and you can mess it up and you know, it's telling us about relationships. So why not, like, tell us something nice for a change? Romance. Everyone has different ideas of romance. Some are more romantic than others. It's important for each person in a partnership to understand what the other person considers romantic so that your gestures will be fully appreciated and not misunderstood. For example, not every woman likes chocolate and flowers. Yeah. Well, is that true? Not every woman would consider them romantic. I find that hard to believe. I like chocolate and flowers. Romance usually has an element of surprise and mystery to it. Yeah, that's way way more romantic than flowers and chocolate to me. Is someone thinking about something, doing something that has a significance to me. You know, element of surprise and mystery to it. Long-term relationships may need to put a little more conscious effort into keeping the romance alive. And when there are children involved, it may even require for it to be scheduled in. Otherwise, it will be replaced by work and children priorities. Relationships require maintenance, so the love and passion doesn't fizzle out. Keep that element of surprise alive and exciting. Element of surprise. What do I consider romantic? What do you consider romantic? You all told me about your romantic movies. Your daughter hates flowers and surprises. Oh, really? Oh, well, there you go. You know, my ex used to bring me chocolate, and I didn't like it because he didn't get me the good chocolate. Like, I'm very particular about my chocolate. He used to bring me the crappy candy chocolate. I don't like gifts like that. That's not romantic. It was kind of sweet that he'd want to bring me stuff, but do I want romance in my life? Yes. What romantic gestures do I offer my partner? I don't know how romantic I am. I think I am. I think I'm more fun than romantic. Laying by the pool is romantic. I think I'm more fun than romantic. I don't know. Do I communicate my romance need to my partners? Do I communicate with my partners about their romance needs? What are your romance needs? You love surprises. Oh, yeah. I do too. Oh, mystery gifts, surprises. Hmm. You don't like flowers? Good chocolates, yeah. I like acts of service are kind of romantic to me. It's, um, yeah, I was just so impressed. Yesterday morning, training, and he was getting tired. Just needed a bit of a break. I said, are you tired? He said, I worked so hard yesterday cleaning up the island. I'm like, oh, what a man. And he still came to train me twice yesterday. Yeah, stuff like that, you know? Acts of service. To me, that's romantic. Passion. It's better, isn't it? A bit of romance and a bit of passion. Not every relationship has the kind of passion we see in Hollywood movies. And for some, that may be enough. For others, it's essential in the relationship. It's essential in my relationships. It brings excitement that is inexplainable. Passion between two people is something that is just there without effort. They ignite a fire within each other, and the physical attraction between them will make them magnetic and hard to separate, even if they're not compatible in other ways. Nah, I'm not acting on it. If I've got passion and I'm not compatible in other ways, I'm not acting on it anymore. There was a new boy at training, and everyone was like, not everyone, because Mr. Hanson wasn't, but my other friends were going like, Claire. They were all talking in Thai to me because he didn't understand Thai. Talking about us both being muscly and everything. And one person wasn't joining in that conversation. Yeah, and he's good looking, for sure. I also know who he's friends with, though, and there's no way I would go anywhere near that. Been there, done that. This type of magnetic passion does not usually last forever, but can certainly be reignited. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. If I've got that chemistry with someone, it doesn't wane for me. Sure, it can settle into some kind of a rhythm of life, when like daily life, especially when you've got children and stuff. But it doesn't wane for me. It is mutual and you're physically in sync with one another. There's a hot passion between you and the person in question. You may have a hard time keeping your hands off of each other, and they never disappoint you in the bedroom. Never. Physical passion like that can distract you from any red flags in the relationship. You see, this is why I won't go there anymore. So it's important to not let it blind you. Yeah, so true. Don't get into something just because of the passion. Don't do it. There's got to be compatibility. You've got to use your brain as well. Take interest in the things your partner is passionate about and ask them to do the same. Getting involved in each other's passions and hobbies can strengthen your relationship and make it more long-lasting. Yeah. Have you ever had a relationship full of intense passion? Yes. What does a passionate connection look like to you? In what ways are you lacking passion in your relationship? No touch at the moment. Do you lack passion in your current relationship? No. How can you reignite the passion in your current relationship? Oh, hell, we don't need more right now. Do you fantasize about your partner or crush? Passion. Let's get into the romance and passion. So that, if we're obsessing about relationships, let's not obsess about the crap that's going on at the moment or the waiting. Let's obsess about the romance and the passion and get ourselves ready, really knowing ourselves and what it is that we want in these relationships. That is a good focus. That's a good way to focus, isn't it? So we don't need to just distract ourselves with money and stuff like that. We don't need to distract ourselves from the relationship completely. We can be constructive in our obsession in relationships, and we can focus on really knowing ourselves and our passions and what we deem as romantic and how we like to be romantic as well. Because how are you romantic? Really sure. I think I'm romantic. Maybe I'm not. Oh my God, I need to ask my ex. I need to ask my exes now. Am I romantic? I'll probably say no. Probably say no. There we go. That's it. That's it for the day. Thanks everyone for coming along. That was a warning, wasn't it? Today. This evening I am going to be publishing what's coming up in the next 7 days. Pick a card read. So check that out on my YouTube channel. And apart from that, let's do this all over again on Monday. I wish you all a good weekend. I hope you get better, Timothy. Hope anyone gets better if you're not feeling good. Be patient. Don't mess things up. Forgive yourself if you have messed things up. Stay on track. Heed the warnings. Don't go overboard. And if you're going to obsess on relationships, obsess about romance and getting yourself ready, knowing thyself, ready for a really good relationship so that you know what you're going to do in that relationship and how you're going to make it excellent and how you're going to communicate how they can make it excellent for you as well. It's kind of trickier, I would say, for me anyway. Thanks everyone. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Come down here before you go. There we go. Have a good one. Mr. Barros, hello. You're romantic. Candlelight dinners on the beach. Yeah, stargazing. That's romantic. Going up to a lookout. Stargazing. Chocolates and flowers. Chocolate. Chocolate. See you, everybody.